All right, so this is take 2 on my second page of the chain rule. You guys already have example 2 written out. I had to reprint because it's a little bit of a nightmare with what I did. I actually made a little bit of a typo. So we're going to redo the page 2, all right? All right, so page 2, letter C and D. Letter C is not too bad. It's a combo. You have a product rule with a chain rule in there. So remember, I'm just going to write it out. The product rule is derivative of the first times the second plus the derivative of the second times the first. All right, so let's see. Your second derivative is going to be a little bit, your derivative of your second function is going to be a little bit of a pain. That's where your chain rule is. So we have the original, right, g is equal to 2x minus 3 squared. I'll move that over. All right, so if I use my chain rule, 2 comes in first times 2x minus 3, and then times the derivative of the inner. So you multiply by 2. That means you're going to get 4 times 2x minus 3. And that is the derivative of g. So sometimes in the beginning, if you figure out those crazy derivatives first and then you pop it into the regular product rule, it's probably a lot easier. All right, so here we go. Ready? All right, derivative of the first, 4x, times the second, 2x minus 3 squared, plus the derivative of the second, I just figured that out, 4 times 2x minus 3 times your first, 2x squared plus 5. Okay, so let's see what happens. We clean this up a little bit. This is 4x times 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. And then this guy here, I did the work on the side a little bit. You have 16x cubed plus 40x minus 24x squared minus 60. All right, that's going to wind up giving me, and Rosie's barking, somebody's walking by, this little 16x squared, actually x cubed, minus 48x squared, plus 36x. All right, that's going to give me, when I clean it up, 32x cubed minus 72x squared plus 76x minus 60. All right, Rosie. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right, so the last one, this is the one that I'm doing a take 3 on. I'm going to let my dog out. Give me 2 seconds. Outside, Rosie. Outside. All right, just trying to get through this last lesson. All right, so you have this quotient rule now. So remember the quotient rule, right? Derivative of the first times the second minus the derivative of the second times the first over the second squared. All right, so what's going to be a problem here is the derivative of the first one. Not a problem, just a little bit more annoying. So let's actually figure out if f of x, let's see, well, the top one. I like this better as a y. All right, so anyway, you have x squared minus 2 cubed. So if you figure out the derivative, right, we do 3 times x squared minus 2, but that's squared, and then times the derivative of the inside, 2x. So that's going to give me 6x times x squared minus 2 to the second. All right, so that's really, really important. You don't mess that up. All right, so again, it's just the algebra that's crazy here. All right, so here we go. I'm going to set up the work here. All right, derivative of the first, which we just figured out, so 6x times x squared minus 2 squared times the second, 2x squared plus 3x, minus the derivative of the second, that's 4x plus 3, times the first, x squared minus 2 cubed, all over the bottom one squared. So parentheses 2x squared plus 3x squared. All right, this is where it gets crazy. And I'll give you the final answer. And again, I have it all worked out for you. But you wind up with x squared minus 2 squared times 8x cubed plus 15x squared plus 8x plus 6 all over x squared times 2x plus 3 squared. And again, this algebra was nuts. I actually had to write it out like 2 or 3 times. So my suggestion is to really do this work in pencil because you're going to be erasing without a doubt. If you do it with pen, it's just a nightmare. All right, so enjoy your day. Make sure you double check keys. Bye.